Folks, in my 20 years roaming the sidelines, scouting the hidden gems, and decoding the deepest NFL secrets, I've never seen anything remotely like this. What you're about to hear could change the entire landscape of the NFL for 2026 and beyond. And I promise, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Right now, behind the scenes, a clandestine chess match is unfolding that involves one of the league's brightest young stars, a franchise desperate for a fresh jolt, and a mastermind willing to push every boundary to make history. But before I reveal the details, I need you to do something crucial. Subscribe now, hit that like button, and activate the notification bell. Because what I'm about to unveil isn't just a rumor. It's the secret that top insiders are whispering about in hushed tones. And if you're not in the know, you're already falling behind. Only those who are on the inside will truly grasp what's happening here, and trust me, you'll want to be one of them. Now, buckle up. What you're about to hear will challenge everything you thought you knew about NFL trades, dynasty building, and the seismic shifts happening right now in the most unpredictable league in sports. Because this isn't just any trade rumor. This is a potential game changer in the making, born from the highest levels of NFL decision-makers and aimed at rewriting history. Let's peel back the curtain and get into what's really happening behind closed doors in Green Bay. In the last few days, the NFL universe has been rocked by whispers, leaks, and secret meetings. The Green Bay Packers, a team that's been carefully rebuilding since Aaron Rodgers' departure, have seemingly shifted into overdrive. They're not just content with their steady progress. They're eyeing something far more audacious, and the name at the center of all this? Puka Nacua. Yes, you heard right. Puka Nacua, the Rams' record-breaking wide receiver, the kid who burst onto the scene just 2 seasons ago, is now reportedly the subject of a clandestine NFL tug-of-war with the Packers' front office ready to make history. But why? What's pushing Green Bay to this brink? Let's break down the current landscape for the Packers. Since Matt LaFleur took over as head coach, the organization has prided itself on a disciplined, strategic approach, leaning on Jordan Love's development and a tough, physical defense. But as every NFL insider knows, in today's league, the window to contend doesn't stay open forever, especially when you're dealing with a roster that's still trying to find its identity. Their offense, though promising, has lacked that explosive edge lately. Yes, they finished 9-7-1 in 2025, made the playoffs, but let's be honest. The offense sputtered in clutch moments, especially in the second half of the season. The passing attack, in particular, has been starved for a genuine game-changer, a receiver who can stretch the field, create mismatches, and elevate their entire offensive scheme. And here's where the analysis gets brutal. Film studies show that while Jordan Love has shown flashes, capable of impressive throws and command in the pocket, he's missing that one elite weapon who can turn a 3rd and 8 into a touchdown in a blink. Their current receiver core is solid, but it's mostly built on short to intermediate routes, with limited yards-after-catch ability to break games open. The Packers have been known for their creative offense, but even with the play calling, they lack a true field stretcher with the consistency, hands, and big play potential to match the NFL's top-tier receivers. Advanced analytics reinforce this observation. The Packers' passing game ranks in the bottom 3rd in yards per reception and explosive play percentage, signaling a need for a true home run hitter. Their red zone efficiency has been hampered by the absence of a reliable contested catch threat, a player with the ability to dominate coverage and consistently convert back-shoulder throws into points. When you analyze their target distribution over the last 2 seasons, their productivity drops off sharply once the field shortens, exposing their Achilles heel. Lack of a dynamic WR1 capable of winning in tight coverage and changing the complexion of every drive. And here's where the perfect solution comes into focus, and why the rumors about Puka Nacua are exploding across NFL circles. This kid isn't just a flash in the pan. We're talking about a player whose film screams future elite. As I've studied him extensively, both from his college days at BYU to his breakout seasons with the Rams, it's clear. Nacua's skill set is tailor-made for this exact scenario. Let me give you the cold, hard facts. In 2025, he led the entire NFL in receptions, 129 catches, a feat that previously belonged to the likes of Marvin Harrison Jr. and set a new standard for rookie receivers. But numbers only scratch the surface. What truly separates Nacua is his technical skill. His route running is precise, almost surgical, capable of creating separation even against double coverage. His hands are butter, sticky, clutch, and unfazed by contact. Watch his contested catch wins, they're almost unfair. He's built for those high-pressure moments, capable of absorbing hits and keeping his eye on the ball. If you analyze his advanced metrics, catch rate over 80%, yards after catch averaging 8 yards per reception, and an average depth of target around 13 yards, it's clear he's not just a volume guy, he's a game changer. And don't forget his speed. While not a blazing 4.4 burner, his accelerative burst, combined with elite body control and leaping ability, makes him a nightmare for defenders. He can turn a quick slant into an 80-yard touchdown on any given play. His chemistry with Matthew Stafford, the Rams' QB, has been off the charts, and his ability to win in contested situations makes him the ideal fit for a team that values toughness, precision, and big play capacity. The scouts are raving. They're calling him the next Dez Bryant, a poor man's Justin Jefferson, and a true WR1 in the making. NFL insiders whisper that, if he hits free agency in 2027, he's looking at a record-breaking deal surpassing $180 million, and that's with the Rams still holding him on their rookie deal, trying to manage cap space. But the Rams, as of this moment, have no intention of letting him walk for nothing. The trade speculation is real, and the Packers are front and center. Now, how could a trade happen? Here's where the mechanics get complicated but plausible. The Rams, breaded by their recent playoff success and the strategic importance of Nacua, are not eager to give him up easily. But with the team's cap situation tightening, and the Rams' front office having deep connections with NFL insiders and some of the league's most influential decision-makers, a blockbuster deal could be on the horizon. The Packers, on the other hand, are prepared to pay a premium. They have the cap space, and they're willing to sacrifice future draft capital if it means landing a player of Nacua's caliber now. The package, likely at least a first-round pick, maybe two if the Rams push back, a promising young defender or linebacker, and potentially an additional mid-round pick. The Rams won't settle for less because they understand what Nacua represents. Not just a star, but a franchise cornerstone, a player who could redefine their offense for years to come. Cap gymnastics? Absolutely. The Packers could restructure contracts, creating immediate space to absorb Nacua's rookie-year value and a sizable extension. The Rams, meanwhile, might prioritize recouping future assets to rebuild their roster, knowing they're getting a proven producer who can immediately impact their fortunes. And what about the fit? Perfect. The Packers' offensive system under LaFleur is designed for dynamic, versatile playmakers. Nacua's ability to excel in multiple roles, outside, in the slot, even as a move piece in motion, makes him a clone of what they've been missing. His release, route nuance, and yards after catch give LaFleur even more options to dial up creative schemes. Plus, pairing him with Jordan Love would instantly elevate their aerial attack into a top-5 unit. Imagine the havoc. Defenses forced to double him constantly, freeing up space for the run game or other receivers. Worst-case scenario. The deal stalls, the Rams hold onto their prized rookie, and the Packers pivot to Plan B, maybe a veteran trade or internal development. But let me tell you, the whispers from insiders close to the negotiations suggest that both sides see this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The stars are aligning for a historic move. So what does all this mean in the grand scheme? It's simple. If the trade goes down, it will instantly catapult the Packers past their current limitations. Nacua's arrival would create a seismic ripple through the NFC North, shifting power dynamics overnight. The Vikings, Lions, and Bears are already sweating bullets. Rumors even suggest that if Green Bay pulls this off, the entire league could shift its focus, because they're not just acquiring a receiver, they're locking in a future superstar and possibly changing the NFL's old guard. Now I want you to ask yourselves, what's the true motive? Is this desperation or a calculated masterstroke? Based on my sources, the Packers are poised for a landmark move, a statement that says, "We're here to dominate and we're willing to go all in to do it." The question is, will the Rams blink? Or will they hold onto their crown jewel? In the coming days, expect fireworks. The NFL insiders I trust are already marking this as the biggest trade story of 2026, and I'd bet my reputation that the next few weeks will be filled with shocking twists. Stay tuned because when it breaks, you'll want to be the first to know. And remember, this isn't just about a trade. It's about rewriting history, redefining dynasties, and making sure that you, the true fan, is ahead of the curve, because the best stories in the NFL are written by those who uncover them first. Keep your eyes on the league, because what's coming next is nothing short of legendary.